Hello, hello. Welcome. Listen, I have not done a live Maximize Your Monday in I don't know how long. I've just been so busy on Mondays and I haven't been able to jump on and pour into you on Mondays as I normally do. Well, guess what? Today is the day. So what's going on, y'all? It is your vision coach, Latoya Early, owner of Chase Great University, where we serve and support professional female startup coaches, helping you to become the expert in your coaching niche while building a six-figure coaching business. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are a coaching certification program where we specialize in helping you become the expert in your coaching niche. So not only will we help you discover your niche, but we will help you build your six-figure business as the expert in your niche. So listen, welcome. Wherever you are catching this, do me a favor, jump in the comments and say hey, hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. Let me know what type of coach you are. You ladies know the routine. Jump into the comments. Let me know what type of coach you are. Let me know if you are aspiring, if you are growing. Let me know your power statements. Listen, this week I am rocking out in all things power statements. If you don't know what a power statement is, make sure you head over to my six-figure group. It is a training pinned to the top of the news feed that talks about the power statement and what your power statement is and how it should be crafted. So make sure you are jumping over into my six-figure group so that you can learn more about that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up for you just in case you want to take the time to learn more about the power statement. And if you have not sat down to truly craft a power statement that speaks directly to your ideal client, then you want to make sure that you head over to my sixfiguregroup.com and you join the community, because listen, your power statement is your first form of marketing. I don't know how I can really stress that enough. Your power statement, your titling are your first two forms of marketing as a coach. Before you even open up your mouth, before you even share why someone should work with you, before you even get a chance to really persuade someone into believing that you have the solution to their problem, your titling and your power statement should speak directly to them, and it should identify you as the expert in solving the exact problem that they have. So we are definitely not here to talk about power statements in this moment. However, power statements is something that I'm going to be heavy on over the next couple weeks, because I have something special for you guys at the end of the month. So if you are not in my six-figure group, you want to make sure that you head over to the community. Make sure that you're a part of the community, because this is where I'm going to share information with you about what I have coming up this at the end of this month. If you are interested in if you're interested in really mastering your message, when we talk about monetizing your message, we're talking about learning how to package your message so that it speaks to your ideal client, right? When we talk about the unique ideal client or the specific ideal client, we're talking about that client who is looking for the solution you have to their problem. And so your power statement and your titling are the first two forms of marketing. And so we're going to talk about that because that's how you truly magnify the message. Keep in mind when you're creating content, when you are driving your audience to your service or to your product, that's all through content development, that's all through copywriting. But that piece of message where you're explaining who you are as a coach and what type of coach you are, that's the first thing that they see. And you want to make sure that that's solid. You want to make sure it's simple, it's specific, and it's clear. So if you are not already a part of my six-figure group, you want to go ahead, head over, because I'm going to be dropping something super amazing in this community at the end of the month, and you don't want to miss it. Right, we're entering into the month of December, where a lot is going to start happening over in Chase Grade. We're going to be preparing for our business training meeting. We're going to be preparing for the new year. I'm ready to shift gears. I'm ready to really train. I'm ready for it. This week, I don't know if any of you missed our small business Saturday offer. And listen, let me tell you, it wasn't for small businesses because Chase Grade is not small and neither is your business. However, it was a small gesture to make a huge shift in your coaching business. And so I have this week, my calendar is full of coaches who are ready to make that shift in their messaging. And so we're definitely going to take a deeper dive into it over this month of December. And then I have something special for you at the end of the month. So make sure you are a part of my sixfiguregroup.com so that you can access what I have for you to help you truly magnify your message. Listen, we are in an industry we're in maybe a $20 billion industry, right? $20 billion industry. I'm talking about my coaches. If you are a coach, you're in an industry where there is no ceiling, right? You can generate as much income as you truly desire. Like that is as simple and as plain as I can make it. However, in order to hit the money milestones that you truly desire to hit in your business, there's going to require some shift and some adjustment so that you can hit those money milestones, right? So whether or not you are looking to become a six-figure coach or you're looking just to make a couple extra thousand a month, you still have to position yourself a certain way in your messaging so that you're speaking to the client and that you're, listen, there's three things that we talk about in the industry: the know, like, and trust factor, right? The know, like, and trust factor. The knowing them is showing up, being consistent. The liking them is providing valuable content. And the trusting them is the investment. That know, like, and trust factor takes time, right? There's no way that you can just jump out as a coach, like, hey, listen, I'm just starting my coaching business yesterday, and you're not taking the appropriate time to develop the know, like, and trust factor with your audience, right? But that's not what I came to talk about. I came to talk about the one reason that this year in 2021, why you may have struggled with hitting the money milestones in your business. Okay. That's really what I wanted to come to you and talk about. I really wanted to help you unlock some barriers or some walls that could have prevented you from hitting the money milestones that you truly desire in your coaching business. Okay. So we're going to talk about that. Do me a favor. If you are joining me, if you are in the audience, do me a favor, jump in the comments. Let me know that you are here. Say hello, say hey. Let me know what type of coach you are. Let me know if you are aspiring or if you are growing. I want to know who's in our audience. It's so funny. I'm trying to switch my language from Clubhouse. I want to know who's in the audience. I want to know who's out listening, whether or not you're catching this on replay or you're catching this live. Make sure you are commenting in the comment section so that, first of all, I know I'm not talking to myself, even though y'all know I will talk to myself. Like, I have no problem showing up on a live training and talking to myself. I don't have a problem with that. But I do know that there are some of you amazing ladies in the community, and you guys are checking me out for Maximize Your Monday, and you're joining me for Maximize Your Monday. So I want you to say, hey ladies, hey coaches, do me a favor. As you are coming in saying hello, hi, good morning, I want you to, thank you, Kelly. Let me know what type of coach you are. We have Mindset Kelly, Mindset Coach Kelly in the building. Kelly, did you get my review of your power statement? Go into Chase Grade University and check out what I said. Check out my review for you. Cool. All righty. So listen, we're talking about that one thing. There we go. Hey, forgiveness, Coach Sandra. Thank you so much. We're talking about Sierra, Dr. K. I need to know what type of coach you are. Go ahead and put it in the comments for me. We're talking about that one thing. That one thing that stopped you from hitting the money milestone in your coaching business. Now, here's what I want you to understand. While this one thing, and this goes to show the importance of niche coaching, this goes to show the importance of you showing up as the expert in your coaching niche, right? I'm going to share with you the one thing that stopped you from hitting your money milestone this year, but then I'm going to show you how that one thing spiraled into other areas, right? It spiral, right? And so when I talk to the coaches and when we're doing our trainings and we're doing our teachings, and we talk about how I don't want you to get consumed with trying to solve every problem for everyone, right? That was me. I was her, she was me. I felt like I could coach anybody, I can solve any problem, I can do it all. And in most cases, I can coach a lot of different people. However, it doesn't mean that I've been called to coach a lot of different people. And so when I started to narrow my niche in my coaching business, what started to happen is I was able to magnify or highlight a specific problem. And then I was able to go into my framework, and I was able to work on the different areas that came from that problem, right? The different behaviors that came from that problem. So when we talk about you hitting that money milestone in your coaching business, I want to tell you the one reason why you didn't do it. That one reason, and then we're going to talk about how that one problem created all of these other problems or barriers or walls in your coaching business. And then it began to create what they call it when the snow, what is it? When the snow build up, an avalanche, right? Then it created this huge avalanche, and now it created this wall where you didn't move forward in what it is that you were supposed to be doing, right? So we're talking about today, I'm talking to my coaches, I'm on a couple different in a couple different areas. So I hope that you are taking the chance to check out today's training. If you are just joining me, do me a favor and share this broadcast. Do me a favor and share this broadcast. Share this broadcast with someone who you believe could benefit from our topic on today. We're talking about what's stopping you. What's the one thing, just the one thing that has stopped you from growing your coaching business and hitting that money milestone. Tag a coach in the comments for me. Let them know, listen, 2022 is your year. Now we say this. Now let me throw this out there. I'm not trying to sound churchy, right? I'm not trying to go there like, oh my goodness, this is your year. That's not what I'm saying. Every year can be your year. You're the one that stops it from being your year, right? You're the one that stops it from being your year. And I'm going to tell you that one reason it stops you. Okay, not knowing what you're offering. I got it. So for you, Kelly, and I'm assuming this is Kelly because you're the one you've been talking without a profile picture. You're saying that you don't know what you're offering. Well, we're working on that. Make sure you go check out my response over in Chase Gray University. So listen, so we're talking about that one thing. Thank you so much, Sandra, for tagging other coaches. Listen, tag a coach who you feel could benefit from this, because I'm going to share with you, I'm going to tell you. And then that one thing I'm going to show you how it unravels, right? So the one thing, here it is. I know we've been talking long enough. You want to know. The one thing that stopped you from hitting your money milestone in your coaching business was your lack of confidence. It was your lack of confidence. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why this is the number one reason that stopped you. I'm gonna scoot up a little bit for this. Let me tell you why this is the number one reason that stopped you. The reason why your confidence is what stopped you from hitting your money milestones in your coaching business is because you didn't believe enough in the process that you had to offer other people to solve their problem. You didn't believe that you were capable or that you were qualified to solve this problem in someone else's life. You didn't believe, you weren't confident in your ability to deliver valuable content, valuable strategy, valuable solutions to your ideal client. You weren't confident in your messaging. You weren't confident in your programming. You weren't confident enough to ask for the sale. Even when you sat down and wrote out some goals that you may have wanted to accomplish or some things that you may have wanted to do, the reason why you weren't successful in reaching those things is because you weren't confident in the process that it took for you to get to where you really wanted to go. The reason why you did not hit your money milestones is because of your level of confidence. Let me tell you how 90% of your success is in your mindset, right? 90% of your success is in your mindset. The Bible says that faith without works is dead. Well, you need the faith so that you can apply the work. If you don't have the faith, you won't even apply the work, right? If you don't trust, if you don't truly believe, let me tell y'all, I'm talking about the I don't care what comes up against me type of faith. I'm talking about the type of faith where you are 2 seconds from being late on a payment. You are 2 seconds from your bank account being insufficient. You are 2 seconds from something that can change the trajectory of your life. But you've made the decision to stay the course because you're confident not only in what you could deliver, but you're confident in what God has shown you, right? Go back to that scripture, faith without works, right? But you need the faith to do the work. And so if you're sitting back and you're saying, I don't understand why I didn't hit my money milestones. I don't understand why I didn't sell my products and my services. And I don't understand. And you're sitting here trying to figure out why you're not generating the income that you say that you want to make. I want you to take a step back and I want you to examine self. And I want you to truly ask yourself, did I believe in myself enough to implement the work that's required so that I can show up in front of my ideal client as the expert? Now, here's another piece of this confidence piece that I want you to consider. Not only do you need to be confident in the solution, but you have to be willing to do the internal work that's required so that you can be confident, right? That's a totally different ball game. Like that's totally different. If I'm going to show up, let me tell y'all, super transparent moment. There is times in my business where I'm like, okay, Lord, like, okay, Lord, okay, Lord, now you told me to do this. Okay, Lord, right? But then I always find myself coming back because I always find myself checking the doubt or the fear or the insecurities that began to raise up. And once I check those areas in myself and I be real with myself, like Latoya, the reason why you going through this is because you didn't do this. Latoya, the reason why you going through this is because you didn't do that. When I checked myself, then I was able to show up differently in front of my ideal client. Then I was able to enroll clients at the investment level that I'm able to enroll clients in, right? You have to be willing to do the work. But in order to do the work, you have to trust the results that the work is going to bring without seeing them. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen, right? So we're talking about that one thing. You're like, Latoya, what's the I'm breaking my brain. And the problem is that you lack the confidence needed to show up and do the work every single day. If you went a week without working on your coaching business, it's because you're not confident enough. And I'm gonna be honest, it's not time. I hear a lot of people asking about time management, about balance, about priority. It's none of those things. It is, listen to me when I tell you, I have a t-shirt that says coaching is a lifestyle. Why? Because the same way I get up and I feed my children and I feed my husband before they go on their day is the same way I get up and I prepare to operate and work on Chase Great. Right? Why? Because I'm confident in what we're able to deliver. I'm confident in our team. I'm confident in our organization. And the more confident you are in something, the more you're willing to show up to perfect it. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. Let me know, one, if this makes sense, or two, Latoya, I'm not rocking with you. Let me know. Drop them in the comments for me. I want to know if this makes sense to you, because I've been wondering, Lord, what is it? What's stopping them, Lord? What is the reason that they're having a hard time hitting their money milestones? And it dropped on me like a ton of bricks. It dropped on me like a ton of bricks. It doesn't matter how many trainings you watch. It doesn't matter how many videos you pursue. It doesn't matter how many webinars. Some of you have a Rolodex filled of bonus trainings and workshops and master classes and PDFs and all type of stuff that can aid you. But let me tell you, it doesn't matter about any of those things if you don't believe you have what a person needs to solve their problem. If you're struggling in that area of confidence, that's the one area, because that one area trickles into other areas, right? So because you have this low sense of confidence for yourself, you're not showing up in your messaging. Your messaging is not strong because you're not working on it, because you're still struggling with the idea of you helping someone solve this specific problem, right? You're not showing up on social media. You're not building out your programs. You're not researching and studying your area of expertise. You're not showing up looking for speaking opportunities. You're not going on the different social media platforms to promote yourself or to create leads. You're not doing any of these things because there's a little slight piece of you that says, maybe I can't. Right? That's the only, understand that the root to procrastination is fear. Where there is fear, there is no faith. Where there is no faith, there is no confidence. Right? Where there is no confidence, there is no execution. There is no work. So the thing is we have to sit down and we have to check what's causing this lack of confidence in you. What's causing it? What are the thoughts that are going through your mind when it's time for you to show up in your business? When it's time for you to do something, that's make a post that speaks to the ideal client. What's stopping you? Right? What's that moment, what's that thought that pops up when you procrastinate? You've been saying for the longest time, I'm gonna launch my program, I'm gonna reach out. What stops you from reaching out to people who have shown interest in what you do and say, listen, I have this program that can help you do this? What's stopping you from doing that? I want you to take a moment and I want you to examine that, right? And so today I really wanted to share with you that number one thing, because some of you are questioning God. And this is the part that hurts my feelings. This the part that hurts my feelings. And it hurts my feelings because I was there. And so it hurts my feelings because I understand where you are and I understand how challenging it could be, right? But here is what I want you to stop doing. I want you to stop questioning God. And listen, y'all, this this is not just for you. I want you to stop questioning God and I want you to start trusting him. That's a different type of way of thinking. That's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother. I was talking to my mom yesterday and we were talking about something that God had done for my family over the weekend. Like, Lord, let me tell y'all, he showed up for your girl. But I was talking to my mom and I was saying how in certain instances my flesh wants to worry sometimes, right? I wrote of course, for those of you who don't know, we launch an anthology every year called Coach My Life, right? Every year, Coach My Life, we launch an anthology. The coaches that are a part of Chase Great University, we come together, we write a book, we launch a book so that the coaches can have a product. That's a whole nother story. Coaches should have a product, whole nother training. But one year, my first year, I wrote a chapter called From Worried to Wealthy, right? From Worried to Wealthy. And in this chapter, I talked about the process and the transitioning of your mindset to go from worried to wealthy, right? So yesterday I'm talking to my mom and I'm like, you know what? When my flesh wants me to worry, my spirit won't let me. It be stuff that I really should worry about. Like, hey, red flags, what's the thing out? Red flags, smoke signals, all type of stuff. Latoya, you should be worried about this. But in the bottom of my gut, I can't worry about it. And I'd be like, what is wrong with me? Right. But it didn't dawn on me that that has been one of my prayers, that I no longer worry, that my mindset does not dwell in worry, but it dwells in wealth. What can I do to change this situation? Okay, we're not going to worry about anything. We're going to create a solution. My take on life is not, oh my gosh. My take is, oh, what's next? Right? And so I'm saying that because there was a time where worry will be the first response. And so some of you are allowing worry to overpower your confidence. And so now you can't show up efficiently because you're too boggled down in what if. But my question to you is, what if you don't? What if you don't? Then what? Right? What if you don't? Like, forget about what if I fail? What if all things crash? What if nobody buys? But what if they do? What if your ideal client has been waiting for you? Like, I can't do this. I'm a shameless plug. I can't do this without my hairdresser. Like, I need her. Like, if she don't show up, who gonna do this? Because your girl can't do it, right? That's not my ministry. What am I going to do without her? It can't be done. Now, don't get me wrong. There's other hairdressers. They can do the job. They can do the job. But nobody can do the job like she can do the job, right? And so this is what your client is saying about you. I can break through, I can get better, but I can't reach the next level without Sierra, right? Sierra's a confidence coach. I can't break free from this because nobody understands me. Man, you don't understand me, but Sierra does. Because the exact thing that you struggled with, Sierra struggled with. And so now in Sierra's messaging, she's showing up and she's saying, listen, I was her. I was the girl who struggled in these areas. And this is why I can help you break free from the areas that you feel stuck in. Again, and keep this in mind too. The exact place that you've been called to solve the problem is the exact place you're going to see the attack. Let me just throw that out there. Okay. The exact place you've been called to solve the problem is the exact place that you're going to feel the attack. If you've been called as a grief coach to help women who have experienced miscarriage and infant loss, and you're having a hard time helping empower them or getting them to push forward, you're going to feel that same attack so that you don't do it, so that you don't feel qualified to show up and help them do it. Understand that your exampleship is what brings in clients. So you being the example of the life that you're teaching is what attracts the client, because they are looking for that freedom. They're looking for that peace. They're looking for that solution. They're trying to figure out, how in the world can I live this best life? God said that he sent his son that I may live and live life more abundantly. How do I embody this abundance? And now you're looking at a coach who is showing you a level of abundance, and you're like, I need that. I need to forgive because I want to live in abundance. When you talk to Coach Sandra, our forgiveness coach, and you hear her talk, there should be nobody in your Rolodex that you haven't forgiven, because I can see the peace. I can see the abundance on her. I can hear the love in her voice. I want that. How do I get that? You got to forgive. Okay, teach me how to do it. Teach me, because I don't know how to forgive someone who's done something to me that's unforgivable. How do I do that? Miss Coach Sandra has a book out that I want you everybody to go to her profile. It's actually out for Cyber Monday. She has an offer out for Cyber Monday. And if you're having a hard time forgiving someone, I want you to check it out. If you know somebody who's having a hard time forgiving someone, buy it for them. Because let me tell you how forgiveness is the key. Listen, when I tell you when you don't want to live a life filled with resentment and bitter, when you meet bitter people, it's because they're struggling with forgiveness. Either they're not forgiving themselves, or they're not forgiving someone else that done them wrong. It's a forgiveness thing. It's a forgiveness thing. I'm telling you. Head over to sandralcobb.com and get the book. Get the book. Get the book. Okay, so we're talking about that one thing. We've talked about that one thing that has stopped you from hitting your money milestone. That one thing, right? That one thing is lack of confidence. That one thing that is preventing you from showing up as the expert in your coaching business. And let me tell you, this isn't just for my coaches, this is for everyone who's watching it. The reason why you haven't gone for the promotion, the reason why you haven't made the decision to do better in your life, it's because of confidence. You do not believe that you're capable. You don't believe that you're qualified. And let me tell you something. The moment you were able to go from chaos to champion shows that you're qualified. The moment I was able to go from starting my business back in 2014, when I had to move out of a house that was infested with rats, and I had to move into my mom's house, and it was 5 of us in one bedroom. And then I had to find a house because now I was pregnant. Actually, it was 4 of us because I was pregnant. And I had to go back to my childhood home, and I had to go live with my mom because the house that I lived in was full of rats and we didn't know it. So we left. My husband made us get up that day and pack up our whole house in one day, y'all. I was a whole pregnant. Listen, a whole pregnant. Moving to my mom's house, her bungalow. If y'all know bungalows on the east side of Detroit, baby, I moved back into my childhood bedroom with my husband and my 3 children. No, my 2 children. And I was pregnant with one, so I guess 3. And I had to figure it out, right? And in that midst, when all of this chaos was going on, and then I had to go find us a house, that was so hard. God told me to be patient. We was going to take whatever we could get because we were trying to get out this house with all of these people. We were trying to take what we can get. We couldn't find anything. We had to be patient, right? Why am I sharing this with you? Because in that moment, in those moments, I could have just said, no, 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 I don't want to chase great. I don't want to do what God called me to do. I don't want to serve and support other people. But let me tell you, that process and that experience wasn't even about me. It was about who God called me to serve. It was about the people that he called me to show up and help you build your confidence and gain clarity in the assignment that God has called you to, so that you can go from chaos to champion, and now you can serve other people who are stuck in the chaos. When I first started my coaching business, I didn't know what I was doing. Sometimes I still feel like that. But nevertheless, when I first started, I didn't know what I was doing, right? And then as I grew and I developed, I started to learn. And because I love coaching, it is my remedy to a bad day. I had to continue to show up, even when I didn't want to. To this day, when I don't want to, I still show up. Why? Because I'm confident in what I'm able to deliver. And it's not because of me. It's because of the Holy Spirit in me. I've tried to do it without him. I'm not as good. But when I trust Christ, right? When I trust him, He's the reason why I'm able to sit before you. So that one thing that has stopped you from hitting the money milestone is your level of confidence. So here's what I want to do. Here's what I want to do. I have a Cyber Monday opportunity for you. I'm thinking. I have a Cyber Monday opportunity for you. What I want you to do is I want you to inbox me so that I can give you the link and the code. On December 18th, we're hosting what we consider our annual business meeting. It is a fog mapping intensive. What do I mean by fog? I am a vision coach. It is my job to help you clear the fog so that you can see clearly. Fog is an obstruction in sight. When you drive out and you drive into fog, it is very hard for you to see two steps in front of you. It is my job as a vision coach to help you clear the fog so that you can see clearly and you can continue your pursuit to your destination. Your destination, if you are a Chase Great University student, your destination is $108,000 per year. I want to help you clear the fog so that you can reach that destination. Our annual business meeting is December 18th at 10 a.m. for the Eastern time. For those of you who are in Chase Great University already, you have your link. This is not for you. Go complete your audit so that you can get the link for the call. For those of you who are not a part of Chase Great University, send me a message so that I can send you the link and you can take 25% off of registration. Not only will you have access or gain access to this planning session, but you're also going to receive a physical copy of our quarterly planner. The quarterly planner is going to include our ICT, our independent coaching tool, where you can sit down and you can do this on your own. Now, we're going to do it together because I want to make sure that you're hitting the details. We're going to talk about your projections. We're going to talk about your processes. We're going to talk about your presentations. We're going to talk about the organization of your company. We're going to talk about your contractors. We're going to talk about your team building. We're going to hit every element of your business on December 18th so that you can go into the new year winning. Now, listen, let me just tell y'all. Sandra was at the fog mapping session last year. A couple other coaches, vision coach Alicia, um, Coach Sandra was there last year. The fog mapping intensive, I'm not about no games. Like, this is not a fluff. I just want y'all to know, like, this is not a training that you can go sit down and watch on your own or nothing like that. Like, this is a full out business planning intensive. You have to do an audit because I need to know who's in the room. I need to know what your struggles are. I need to know what your goals are. I need to know what we're going to be preparing for. But when you're in the room, we're going to go through your business with a fine-tooth comb, and we're going to plan for the success that you truly desire in your business. Now, again, I don't know how to explain to you anymore how serious this business meeting is. The fog mapping intensive is one of my favorite because it gives you the opportunity to sit down and do what? Write the vision and make it plain. If you want to generate $27,000 per quarter, are you doing the work? One of the reasons why you aren't doing the work is because you're having a hard time believing that it's possible. You're having a hard time believing that it's possible. Come on, y'all. It's possible. Come with a community of coaches who know that it's possible. We're going to rock. So do me a favor, shoot me an inbox. I'm not getting ready to put all this information in the comments I'm not about to do that. Send me an inbox because this is going to tell me if you're serious. Send me an inbox. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the promo code. It's 25% off today only. After today, you can register at your leisure. December 18th, we got about 2 weeks for you to get your planner, your quarterly planner in the mail so that you can rock. Cool. I have a whole 1 o'clock and I gotta go. All right, y'all. Have a fantastic Monday. I hope that your day has been maximized. If you are having a hard time building confidence in who you are and the value that you bring to the world, be present at this fog mapping intensive. I'm going to show you how it's possible. Then we're going to create a plan so that it can become possible. Cool. Alrighty. Have a fantastic Monday. See you in the community. Don't forget to join me over in my 6-figure group. If you want access to my special bonus at the end of December, I'm giving out something real good and you want to make sure you are a part of it. So do me a favor. Make sure you're a part of that group. If you want to join us for the fog mapping intensive, inbox me so that I can send you the link and I can send you the discount code. You want to be in the room. Listen, it's thorough. The reason why it's a long time is because we are literally going through your business. So have a fantastic day. Thank you so much, Coach Sandra. You're always amazing. Be blessed.